The Prime Minister of Lebanon, officially the President of the Council of Ministers, is the head of government and the head of the Council of Ministers of Lebanon. The Prime Minister is appointed by the President of Lebanon, with no confirmation needed from the Parliament of Lebanon. By convention, the office holder is always a Sunni Muslim. The current Prime Minister is Hassan Diab, having taken office on the 21st of January 2020. Tankarian resigned on the 10th of August 2020 and is serving as caretaker Prime Minister until a new government is formed. Saad Hariri was designated as Prime Minister to form a cabinet on the 22nd of October 2020. The office was created on the 23rd of May 1926, when the Constitution of the State of Greater Lebanon was promulgated. In the summer of 1943, when the National Pact was agreed, it was decided that the office of the Prime Minister would always be reserved for a Sunni Muslim. From the creation of the office in 1926 to the end of the Lebanese Civil War, the Constitution made little mention of the roles and duties of the office, and most of the office's powers were exercised through informal means rather than through constitutional procedures. Following the end of the Civil War and the ratification of the Taif Accord, the responsibilities of the Prime Minister were codified and clearly listed in the Constitution. While the 1926 Constitution of Greater Lebanon was roughly modeled after the French Constitution, the office of the Prime Minister in Lebanon is notably significantly weaker in Lebanon than in France, for the President is the sole person who can dismiss him, while in France the Prime Minister is appointed by the President and can only be removed by the Parliament through a vote of no confidence. This means that the Prime Minister of Lebanon must be much more deferential to the President than his French counterpart. Twice in the past, when the President resigned or shortly before his term expired, the President broke the National Pact and appointed a Maronite Christian with the justification that he would assume the powers of the presidency. During the Lebanese Civil War, outgoing President Amin Gemayel dismissed incumbent Prime Minister Salim Hoss and appointed Army General-in-Chief Michel Aoun as Prime Minister 15 minutes before the expiry of his term. Hoss refused his dismissal, and this led to the creation of a dual government, one, mainly civilian and Muslim in West Beirut, and the other, mainly military and Christian in East Beirut. The Prime Minister is the President of the Council of Ministers and the head of government. In addition, he is the Deputy Chair of the Supreme Defense Council. His responsibilities are the following. Following the ratification of the Taif Accord, the Constitution laid out a preamble for the three key executive posts: the President, the Prime Minister, and the Council of Ministers. The preamble states the following. The Prime Minister is the head of government. He represents it, speaks in its name, and is responsible for executing the public policy made by the Council of Ministers. In addition, the Prime Minister also holds these posts ex officio. This article incorporates public domain material from the Library of Congress website https://www.loc.gov/law/help/lebanon-constitutional-law.php